Yo, I'm gonna go off the head again because you know me. I'm always working or in the gym or driving in this car right here. Y'all remember that? All the trash in here. But hey, I was talking to a good Facebook friend, well, good boxing friend, Facebook friend. I know him personally. And we was talking about Democrat and Republican, and some good points came up. But one thing I wanted to point out here is my stand on the United States government is that I don't support voting at all, because I think it's clear and cut. Right and wrong is clear and cut. And we don't need voter confidence or the minority to always rule a situation by voting for what they believe, and that being victorious, you know. So me and him was arguing, and he's pro-democratic, and I'm pro whatever's good, you know. So I pointed out to him that I want to bring out the good and bad in every scenario. So if I'm going to talk about this politics, you know, because it is part of my life, what's going on around me. So if I could do anything to make it better, I will. So I'm gonna give y'all guys my take on politics and what I told him about the tricks of Democratic. First of all, it's like good cop, bad cop, Democrat and Republican. They all in the same game. But from my negatives, he showed me some negative of Democrat. He said the negative of the Republican is, you know, he said that there's less jobs for people. It was the biggest crash we ever had under Republican president, and some people committed suicide, and all of these negative things. Well, I told him that he need to take a second look at that, because when you really look at it on another perspective, being optimistic and being open-minded about it, you can see it from another view. And I see it like this: from a Republican standpoint, you know, the economic crash was a great thing for poor people, which is supposedly the Democrats. It's good for the poor people to go in an economic crash, because then we'll have opportunities in getting housing and affording things without these suicide bank loans people be taking. It can easily be looked at like that. You know what I mean? I'm a business owner, and the economic crash absolutely had no bearings on my business, or it actually did have bearings. It actually increased my business. And it gave me another sense of importance of my business by me seeing people that really need me, not so much, you know, want to use me. Because when people got money and can afford the plumbing, they like to, you know, be nitpicking and kind of abusive, and they can be overbearing, you know, in a lot of ways. But when this economic crash thing happened, you know, you see people get humble and be patient. They actually wait on me now to get to them. Before it wasn't like that, you know. So the economic crash didn't do nothing to me. You know what I mean? I don't desire all these worldly things that people chasing anyway. I'm not trying to compound wealth on top of wealth all the time in every situation. I like my wealth to move. If I'm going to build up and I'm going to save, you better believe it got to be something that's going to make it come back, or I'm gonna be able to use it, and it got to flip. You know, I don't believe wealth should be hoarded and kept just for you, unless there's a specific need, wealth, health, or you know, something that's endeared to your life. However, I also told him, as far as suicides, people always try to separate religion from politics, but Jesus even said, or the Bible even said, you know, if you kill yourself, you're going to hell. So if you somebody who's going to kill yourself or want to kill yourself, you probably do a service to the country and to the world. and yourself. It's not going to be a service for you to kill yourself for yourself, because you're going to go to hell. If you kill yourself, there's no opportunity for you, because that was your only repentance you could have made. But you did that with a sin, so you died in disbelief. Now, as far as the people that watch you kill yourself, it might be a service to them, because now they have one less issue to worry about. Now, as far as Democrats and Republicans, don't have nothing to do with people killing themselves. So that's out. And so that's two topics I wanted to talk about: the economic crash, or the advantage and disadvantage of Republican and Democratic versus Democrat, and the stress and poverty due to Democrat and Republican. You know, because my thing, that's just the two things, but there's other issues, and that's really bad as far as comparing Democratic to Republican. You can even say the Democrat is terrible, because of look of the neighborhoods are supported by the Democratic are mostly predominantly African American, and they're the same people living in these scum holes and liquor store on every block, you know, a church and a liquor store on every block, and they're being drunken in a state of illusion, in a state of drunkenness, physically, you know, because of alcohol, and mentally and spiritually because of these fake churches, the ones that's out here that's phony, and that's the majority of them. So, you know, that's my take on that, man. Peace. Leave some comments and subscribe. Let's talk about anything, man. It's the only way the world get better, if we communicate. Togetherness is all I'm after.